Good night, baby. Love you. Get some viewers. That was my 6-year-old little boy finishing his dinner, telling me, "No, Mum, I'm off to bed." I'm like, okay, so that's good. Makes my job a little bit easier tonight. But no, he's good with that, with routine. Bless him. Okay, so we've got some six viewers, 3 likes. Oh man, it's just me up here tonight. So how cool was Thomas? Hey, he was amazing. Such a gifted friend. He's he's a good friend. Very good soul. Very honest medium. So that's how you want to be as a medium, I guess. How you have to be. Danica Charles. Hi, Brahma. Hello, sweet girl. How are you? Renee. Hey, sweetie. I'm well, thank you. I'm well. I'm good. Thank you very, very much for asking. Hello, beautiful Bree. How are you? I'm good, thank you. It's a little bit easier to survive now. I've got a good heater, so I'm not so cold all the time. You're not going to hear me complain as much. But yeah, so like, love, and share my video. I am going to bring up a bit of a touchy topic tonight. It's just something that I think that should be allowed to be discussed. Look, there's a bit of a difficult thing when it comes to religion and when it comes to spirituality. Okay, now what I believe is that, you know, when you have consciousness with God, right? God is consciousness. This is just my opinion, and I'm not saying that any religion is wrong or that any religion is right. You're the creator of your own reality. So I'm just going to start this reading off by saying this, okay? Not reading this live. Okay, so people are so caught up on their egos get the better of them to the point, and I don't ever mean this in a way to offend anyone. Please don't ever think that. If I do offend anyone, I do apologize. But your ego is based on what you're taught with religion. Okay, we are so powerful as humans, it's not even funny. Okay, we can all do incredible things. We're only accessing about 4% of our brain. 4% or 5%, maybe even 10%. Like, we are phenomenal creatures, and we have the light and the abilities from God because we are built in His image. Does that make sense? So it's you know, this is just Christianity and religion, and I am a Christian as well as being a medium, which I know is a bit contradictory, but spiritual people do understand what I'm trying to say. This could piss people off potentially, but God and Satan it's the same entity. It's just transcending duality. It's your level of consciousness. And I believe when you go to the big pearly gates, that's your own consciousness that you need to face. And when people need to cross over, and when they can't cross over, it's because they're dealing with guilt that they haven't been able to handle this lifetime, or when they've been alive, if that makes sense. So if they don't want to ever admit that they've ever done wrong, they're going to be in a deep, dark abyss. So it takes time for them to cross over. It's all about your consciousness, because your consciousness is God. It's all one. Everything is connected. Okay, now, if anybody wants to have a topic or a conversation, by all means, speak up. I'm never going to say that your religion's wrong. I believe if you're a Muslim, or if you're a Buddhist, or a spiritualist, or a Christian, if that's what you believe in, you're spending your life doing that, that's what you're going to receive when you pass away. It's your reality. Okay, so it's not, no one goes to heaven or hell. Your heaven or hell is your own mind, your own subconscious mind. If you've done bad things, and if you've been feeling guilty because you've been trying to force people to be religious, instead of loving them and caring about them as people and as living creatures, that's conscious, like, that's guilty conscious as it is. Because you as a person know that the true loving God would love and love and love. Love is the highest vibration. That's why we've always got to go around and spread the love. You know what I mean? Have good intentions. It's not about, you know, I believe that religion's been lied about a lot to suppress people, to make them scared, so they don't actually know what they're capable of. Some of you might think I'm crazy. I practice telekinesis. I actually can make it move under a dome. I've got videos on my YouTube channel. Okay, and that's because I believed I could do it. I removed my own mental block, and I was able to do it. Dome and everything. You can do whatever you like. You know, you've got powers that are insane. So if anyone tries to tell you that you're going to be condemned in hell or anything like that, it's more likely going to be them condemning themselves in hell for being so judgmental and not actually living by the word of God. Because you know what? My best friend was a Muslim when I was younger, and one was Hindu or Indian. 3 totally different cultures and religions and beliefs, but we still made room for each other to understand and getting to know each other. It wasn't about whose religion was right and whose religion was wrong. You know what I mean? So I think that's just really important. I just wanted to start it off like that. So I'm going to go through and say some hellos. Anybody has anything to say on that matter, feel free to jump in. Honestly, it's a safe environment here, okay? But I will get through to some readings. I just wanted to get through to that. A little bit short on breath at the moment because I had to, get my son into bed and I was already running late and I was 45 minutes late yesterday. That was horrible. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so I loved his vibe. Thomas, yeah, no, he's that psychic that he just knows when something's wrong. I got home today and had a bit of a minor hiccup in the afternoon, and as soon as I walked in the door, he rings me and I'm like, your intuition was telling you something wasn't right. So he's pretty spot on. Very good vibe. Hello, lovely. Hello. Thank you for joining. Hope you're all having a wonderful week and staying warm if you're over here in Australia. If you're overseas, then, not staying warm over here in Australia. If you're staying cool over there overseas, if you're having a nice summer, bring back the heat, just keep the humidity. Hey, Mila, how are you? Leanne Fisher-Bradley, good morning, good evening. Jesse Cat, most definitely, 100%. And I know that was about my little ramble there, but, you guys know what I'm like. I had to just say what I felt. Amy Joel Freeman, good morning. Hope you had a beautiful day. I actually did. It wasn't too bad at all. Wasn't too bad at all. Oh, thank you for tagging. Danica Charles is my auntie around me. It's been 2 years since we buried her today. I'm seeing a beautiful white coffin, right? And it was classy. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like it was just her style. That was kind of how, I feel, was it your mum's sister? I feel like it was mum's sister. And I feel that it was like, she knew her style. It was very, the timber, I could almost describe it as being very like, I can't explain. I'm not I'm not a carpenter, so I don't really know, but it's very fine wood, almost like the indents on the side of it had like a gold lining on it and beautiful flowers on the top. That's what I'm saying for your auntie. And that was a very emotional funeral, obviously. Any funeral's obviously emotional, but I feel that this one had a lot more closure because the peace that was coming from within that casket was more than what anyone could say for what she was going through towards the end. Okay. I feel that there was medical conditions that she chose to ignore or didn't go to the doctor about. And I do feel there was a lot of denial, which is what cut things off for her. So please give me some validations if you can, just in the chat. That's fine. But yeah, let me know. Happy to be wrong, guys. So, just give it to me. Sharing you in some groups. Thank you very much, my girl. Can you tell me if Mike and I will reconcile? Do you want me to be honest and tell you that you will, but it's not going to be forever? He's not your forever man. You might reconcile, and it might happen a fair few times, but he's not the guy you're going to spend the rest of your life with. I'm sorry to say. I do mean that with all love. And you deserve good. You deserve a brilliant man and a consistent man. I don't feel this is consistent. Not enough. Okay, so I hope this helps, honey. Okay. Find my comments. There's a lot of comments. Oh, that's better. I can breathe. All right, so Rudolf Steiner says this too. God and Satan are brothers, a higher level of understanding. It's exactly as you say, duality and some frequencies of consciousness. 100%. So nobody's right and nobody's wrong. It's all the same thing. It's all based on the same thing. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely, there's a God, but it's not some mystical creature in the sky that grants wishes. He's within you. He's within everybody. This is what I do a lot of mentoring with spiritual awakening and ascension. I intuitively have, a good connection to my source, and to our source. Do you know what I mean? So that's all intuition. It's frequency. Frequency is the highest. Love is the highest frequency. And if you notice, every time I've gone live with you guys, I've talked about if you keep a high vibration, especially when dealing with spirits, you're not going to have them attached to you because you're vibrating with love. You're vibrating out love with, to them. They can't come near you. It affects them in a positive way, to the point where they're not going to attach themselves to you. Do you know what I mean? It's all about having that gratitude, having that, being grateful for something. I'm starting to actually get up out of bed every morning and tell myself 3 things that I'm grateful for. It raises my vibration, and I get through the day easier. I don't get sick as much. You know what I mean? It changes everything. When you feel really, really good because you're in love, that's love. You know what I mean? It's such a high vibration. There's nothing like it. But it's not just limited to people. Okay? Honestly, we are multidimensional beings. We can go anywhere that we want, anytime. I'm starting to have dreams of astral projection lately, like really weird dreams. I can't pinpoint exactly what happens, and all I know is I'm up there somewhere doing something. So it's dreaming and astral projection. It's similar, and I do feel like there are connections, but they're not the same thing. And that's something that we can learn to do. We can learn to even levitate. People do levitate. Like, we can do anything. And it's all because we've got the power of God within us, because we are also God. Does that make sense? That's what I believe. So thank you for bringing that up. Janelle, hello, Brianna. Hello, darling. Okay, Pooja Gupta, please tell me my husband Rajesh, how to improve his financial income. I feel that you need to find more investments, honey. When I say more investments, like, don't go spend, taking out a massive loan that is going to, completely shoot you in the foot for later on. You know what I mean? Be intelligent about how you're going to go about this. Strategize it in a way that's, you're going to, if you put, say, 20% into something, make sure that you're going to be getting back more from that, and prioritize where, if your debts are, say, you could pay off a $20,000 loan that's got heaps of interest, or you could pay off your credit card with less interest, and then you can up the limit on that, take that out, and then pay off that. You're still going to be getting it back. Does that make sense? I'll watch this hectic video. If I can find it, message me after this. If I can find it, I'll send it to you. It's a really good way of bringing in money and investing. So you just got to start thinking outside the box. Hope this helps, bub. All right, what have we got here? Thank you for sharing with me. That's okay. Thank you for joining. All right, Leanne Fisher, any messages from my loved ones? I think, give me 2 seconds. No, that wasn't for you. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm not reading for. I thought your name looks familiar, so I thought I may have read for you, but no, not you weren't the first one. It was Danica, I think. All right, so your loved ones. All right. I feel one of them had a heart condition. Like, it was almost like they had. There was almost like a weak lining between, like, the 3 aortas and the chamber in the heart. There was something to do with, like, the line is. I'm just being shown the lining of the heart, so the walls of the aortas, and I feel that there's a heart condition there that was quite instant, and it didn't take long to kill. If that makes sense, it was like a silent killer. I'm not too sure what it would be called, but that's just what I'm being shown when I'm connecting with her. So that would be your grandmother. I feel is with you in spirit coming forward. I'm also being shown flowers and a hospital bed, and I feel that was her with you holding your hand when you were saying goodbye to your pop. Is this correct? Like, please validate. If not, if I'm happy to be wrong, but if this reaches out to anyone, then let me know, because it could also be for you as well. But that's very clearly what I'm being shown. So hope this helps. Let me know, please. Teagues, how beautiful have you been? Well, I have been. I've been good. I've been eating like a pig. I've put on weight. I've been asked 4 times if I'm pregnant. No, guys, I'm not pregnant, by the way. Thank you. But I have been asked 4 times, and it's like, do I look that fat or what? I've been eating fruit, so I've got nice skin. I'm pudgy, but I'm just putting my winter coat on. But that's about it. What about you? I hope you're well. Hello from Scotland, Patricia McEvoy. Thank you for joining me. Susanna J. Religion is a social construct. There are many different paths to find your way home. 100%. And no path is the wrong way. You're not taking the wrong path because you're following a different religion. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's yeah. I 100% agree with you on that one. Margaret, hello, first time watching. Well, welcome. You've actually chosen a good night, because if you were watching at the start, I got into a bit of a not a debate at all, just an opinionated entrance to the show, I suppose. So yeah, it's I hope you're enjoying it, because it would have been an interesting one. Holly, hello, sweetheart. First time on here. Thank you for joining. I've got a few newbies today. That's fantastic news. Please like, share, and love my page, guys, and the video. Hello, may I please have a message? Please, thank you kindly. Okay, I feel that you've lost something, and I feel that you've left it at work. I don't know why I'm being shown this, but I feel like you've possibly left a key or something of significance under something that's next to your desk. That's the first thing that comes through for you, okay? And I feel that you're going to be getting a new job soon, and I feel like there's going to be something it's been happening with you around you at work, and I feel, or at least something like that, and I feel that there's going to be a lot of changes around you, and it's going to be good. But when you see it, grab it, because I don't feel that you could be getting treated as well as you should be at work. So yeah, let me know, hon. All right, Jessica, I had powers to move weather. I'm on, yeah, wow, that's it's interesting you say that. I'll get to that in a second, but until Anne said that's devil stuff, so the cards took me away from me. Well, it took me 13 years to come back here. I'm starting all over, but you're amazing. Look, that's aerokinesis. I can actually control. If we're really going to get into freaky, I actually do control, like, you know, I'm pyrokinetic, so I can also control fire and the wind as well. Like it's you try it, you're not going to be denied that power, and we don't look. All right, I'm going to get real. I'm going to get absolutely real. I'm a massive believer in the Galactic Federation of Light, the reptilians, and all that kind of stuff. And I do believe that there is a matrix that we're under at the moment. Okay, call me crazy. That's fine. I'm happy to sit with, you know, what I believe, because it's just what I intuitively know. And these people, or not, these entities, they're not even entities. They are extraterrestrial beings. So you've got the Pleiadians, you've got the reptilians, Draconians. You've also got Andromedans, Actarians, Avarians, heaps of them. There's heaps of them, okay? But the reptilians, from what I believe, are the evil people in the world, because the reptilians are the ones that are selfish. They're greedy. Not all of them are, but it's like a culture for them. Do you know what I mean? It's just how they are, and you can't have good without bad. There's got to be a balance in the universe. They can't just be good. There'd be chaos. Good chaos, but chaos. There's got to be balance. It's just how things are. So, you know, when it comes to that sort of stuff, when it comes to our powers and tarot cards, it's because we're connecting to the actual source and gaining these abilities and gaining these powers, these amazing powers. Like, everybody can get to where, you know, Leslie is, myself, when I was, you know, reading with Leslie on radio, like, everybody can get to that point. Not everyone might be a medium, but it's everyone has these abilities. Everyone can do this sort of stuff. Okay, and it's because it's connecting us to the source that people, the reptilians, don't want us to, you know, or just the world order. It's control. They love control. They love control. They love control. If you can, go do research on these guys. Go do research on the reptilian galactic, the reptilian family, the Draconians. They come from the Draco star system, and they also come from, can't remember what the other one is, but you'll know what I mean. It's you know, that's my belief, and that's yeah. So that's kind of why the vibration of the planet needs to raise. Breaking the matrix, more people are waking up. A lot of people are becoming spiritual. A lot of people are starting to read cards a lot more, which is fantastic to see. I love seeing a lot more videos where I wasn't seeing them before, of people actually, you know, connecting to their higher self. You know, it's fantastic news. It is really nice to see. So, you know, don't let, you know, I went to a Christian school. I went to a Christian school. I had to go to pastoral care. I had to, you know, I wasn't allowed to wear makeup. Like, it's just, I got force fed the Bible because I wanted to go to that school because of my social life. So I was kind of, you know, doing it to myself. Well, I've always believed in God. I've always loved God. But what I got taught at school from that was not intuitively agreeing with me. Okay. So it's, you know, everyone takes their own journey. It's not a wrong journey, because you're exactly where you're meant to be. I promise you that. Jocelyn, first time on your page. Welcome. Welcome. I hope I don't bore you guys too much, but, you know, I just thought I'd, you know, talk about this sort of stuff because I wanted to just clear the air a little bit. Like, a lot of people are like, tension's rising when it comes to religion, because things are starting to prove themselves and show themselves for what they are, and, you know, cover-ups are getting scared. All right, so, wow, okay, so yes, it was your mum's sister. Thank you for validating that. We got Amy. Joel, my brother died 2 years ago. I'm still very depressed over losing him. Look, I feel that this was about a drug addiction or an overdose, perhaps. If not, please please correct me and let me know so I can, you know, at least figure out who this is for, so I can bring them closure. But you know, when I don't feel specifically that it was narcotics and street drugs. I feel like it could have been things like Xanax. It could have been heavy things that he could have been using to recover with, if that makes sense. So I don't feel like it was suicide. I feel like it was accidental, possibly to the wrong dosage. But let me know about that if you can. I'm sorry for your loss. He's always with you in spirit, and I feel I'm getting the sense that the smell of like petrol, and like I'm hearing motorbikes. So is he someone that used to ride a green bike or a green motorbike or like motocross or something like that? If you can, let me know. That'd be great. Hope this helps, Bob. All right, so there's a lot of messages. I'm not going to be able to get through to everybody's reading, but I would like to just hear from everybody. I will be reading everyone's messages. So I'm just going to go to who I'm drawn to and reply to people that are asking me questions. But yeah, it's good to see everybody here. All right, so. All right, what have we got here? Sorry, guys, just bear with me. Oh, you look amazing, hun. You're looking sick a month ago. Oh my gosh, yes. Thank you for that. Oh my god. Yeah, no, don't even get me started on that because I'm going to get started on my vitamins. I'll bore you guys all to tears, and then I'll have no more viewers left, and you won't come back because I'll start going on about vitamins again, and I've already gone on about that enough. So take your vitamins, okay? Renee, I love these deep chit chats. I do too, and that's why it's important to connect. It's not about competing. It's not about being the best of the best out there. It's being able to help and then building these fantastic relationships within that community. Do you know what I mean? Like I've got a very special friendship with each and every one of you on a personal level because of these readings, and I haven't even seen half of you on video chat because I do private readings on video chat, as some of you would know. But yeah, like it's I've never seen you on video. You've seen me, but I wouldn't have a clue as to what you'd really look like. But I feel like we've got a pretty good friendship. So, and I like to keep everybody in the loop of what's going on if I'm having a COVID meltdown or something like that. No, I'm joking. Zila Goth, hi, from Dublin, Ireland. Fantastic. Knew I'm a witch by birth. Both my parents and grandparents are witches. I'm a psychic medium, amongst other things, and I'm a pagan. I don't believe in God or the devil, but I have been having problems with negative people. Well, cool. You believe in what you want to believe. Honestly, you will find what you want, who you want to who you want to follow, what you want to do. It's about your path. You're feeling like that because it's where you are at the moment, which is where you're supposed to be. And I know that sounds weird. And, like I even call myself a witch as well. So, you're a baby witch. You just need to listen to your intuition. Okay. Like what you define as witch and what society defines as witchcraft. Do you know what I mean? As witches, it's like anybody that knows about what's going on is technically a witch. Do you know what I mean? Like people were burned at the stakes because of what this is. And you want to call me a witch, Christian, whatever. It's all the same thing because it's just to separate. I do feel that there is, a lot of negativity around you. And that's because, I feel like that you find it hard to connect to God because you have, it's like, why is all this happening to me? Why am I going through all this? Why are the negative people trying to hurt me? People are around you trying to hurt you because that's their job, to bring your vibration down, sweetie. You have such a high vibration. And when you have a high vibration, people don't like that. It irritates the shit out of people when you've got a beautiful aura. Do you know what I mean? Because you're reflecting back to them what they need to heal. And because you've already done it, it creates a jealous, agitated kind of feeling within them, and that's the niggle that starts this whole healing journey back home. You know what I mean? So yeah, you just need to keep yourself around good people and around, loving people, that are going to support you. With negative people, it's just them and their reality. It's nothing against you. Do you know what I mean? People are toxic. People are energy vampires. A lot of people are because they don't want to deal with their own shit. When you deal with your own shit, you're not an energy vampire. You actually boost other people's moods, boost other people's energy. Do you know what I mean? Like what you are feeling and what's inside is what you're also projecting. So don't feel that it's you. It's not. But you could move away and cut a few toxic people out, I think, sweetheart. But I hope this helps. Okay, what have we got here? I'm a reader myself, and you were shared on my page, Maggie's readings. Oh, wow. Thank you, Maggie. Nice to meet you. Hope we can have a chit chat one day. I actually love connecting to other psychics. It's really cool because I love seeing how everyone else reads. So it's kind of how I learn, you know what I mean? So I've been doing this for about 2 years professionally, but like this my whole life. So I'd like to hear your story too. How did you become a psychic? Did you, were you born? I feel like you were born this way, very much so, but you were probably not so much into it until you were a teenager, so to speak, and that when things might have really started to appear for you. Okay, let me know though. Let me know. My God, there's a lot of messages here tonight. Please like, share, and love my page. Share me out. Get me out there. I try to get on at least once a week, so I don't leave you guys hanging for too long. Holy right, love spirit message, please. If possible, sweetheart. Thank you kindly with love and respect. Well, thank you. All right, I've got I don't know why, but the name Bruce could be of relevance to you. If not, all good. I'm not very good with names, but I feel that there's someone that might have died. I'm being shown a shower, a very misty shower. Did he have a lung condition? Because usually when you steam the shower out, it's to clear your lungs, or open your airways if you don't have a puffer or if you haven't got anything to help with that. So was there something to do with that? Because I feel like that the person that's coming through could have potentially passed away in the shower because of the steam. Yeah, I think there might have been a condition that was triggered. I'm not too sure, but if you can let me know before I continue, that'd be great. All right, what have we got here? My partner died last month. I don't know why. Nicola, because your partner was needed somewhere else. His soul was needed somewhere else. He had another place to be. He didn't leave you. He's still with you. There's multiple different versions of us and different it's a multiverse. So he can still be with you and still be living another life. Does that make sense? It's kind of like we're cloned a million when we go back home. It's just everything's one. So he's with you always. I do feel like it was a heart attack perhaps, or it could have been something to do that it was an undiagnosed health condition, I feel. So let me know. I'm happy to be wrong, as I said. But yeah. Okay, Kim Gary, do you believe that Jesus was real or fiction? I believe he was real. 100%. Do not doubt for a second that Jesus Christ was not real. I believe he was real, 100%. I just believe that the logic behind the religion views, they don't make sense. And that's why it's human nature to be curious. Okay, I feel that the Bible has been, I feel like a lot of things happened, but I feel that when people gained control over being able to rewrite history, they took advantage of that a little bit. And I feel that, everyone's going to go home to heaven, their version of heaven. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's going to go home eventually. It's just whether they can get past their subconscious mind or their conscious mind and answer to themselves. Okay. With Jesus, he was a clairvoyant. He was a healer. Do you know what I mean? Because he was he used to meditate. He actually wasn't white. He was actually, I believe he would have been like a Arabian looking appearance. And I feel that, I do feel like he was very, very spiritual, and I feel that he was very grounded and he was connected to God. The Bible, I do feel, is a bit metaphorical. So it makes it hard to believe. And, everybody just wants the best. They just want to, do what they feel is right. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when it comes to, I do believe that he was real. 100%. Yeah, I believe everything happened the way it was. I believe everything did happen like that, but I just don't believe how it was documented is exactly how it's written. Okay, so Amy, no, he never rode a bike, but he did die of fentanyl being mixed in cocaine. Okay, so that would explain the tired feeling that I was feeling when I was probably talking about Xanax or some sort of heavy isn't fentanyl like a painkiller? Like it was originally a painkiller? So that would explain why I picked up on the painkillers then, because fentanyl was actually a painkiller, and then, at the start, a synthetic painkiller. Horrible. I'm really sorry for your loss. He is with you, and, I feel that you might not have found him, but you did see how he was, and that's kind of stayed with you for a little while, and he wants you to know that wasn't it. He doesn't want you to remember that. He doesn't want you to remember him like that. He doesn't. He's happy. He's healthy, and now he's with you always, and he's showing me that, like, have you just had a baby, or has he lost a child, or was there something that he lost that he is possibly reunited with? Because I feel that he's holding a little baby, and I feel that there's also, there's a lot of love, so much love. Okay, so before I continue, please let me know if that is correct. All right, Katie, would love a general reading, please, of Drawn Lovely. Would you like the cards or intuition? Because I've kind of gone the last 29 minutes with just, talking. Let me know, bub. Jessica, Bree, where do you see me in the future as I have my own business, of what kind? You do, but I feel like there's a risk of not if I say liquidation and it's the wrong word, I don't want to scare you. So if I give you a heart attack, I apologize, but I don't feel like your career or your business is going to stay up for very long. But I feel that once things do go downhill, things are going to pick up somewhere else, if that makes sense. So yeah. Taylor, where do I live? I live in Western Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. So yeah. All right. Wow, there's a lot of comments. Wow, bear with me, guys. I'm only like 20 down. Janelle, learning so much from you and I. And that right there is the entire purpose that I got on here. And I'm like, okay, so I just need to get this off my chest. I want to educate. I don't want to tell people that they're wrong. That's one way to trigger someone. It's about education. It's not, yeah. It took me a long time to get my head around it too, because I was a very big Christian girl when I was younger. So it doesn't really make sense. I've gone from one to the other, but I suppose that's what a walk-in is, I guess. All right, so Raheel Simi, reading for me, please. Current situation as I'm going through. Okay, I feel that there's about 2 or 3 men in your situation, and I feel that there's, how am I going to put this? So I feel that there's like 2 or 3 men in the situation, and I feel that there's communication, but it's being lied to about. You're being lied to about shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel that there's people that know each other that don't, that you. I'm getting my words tangled up, but I have to say what I'm getting. I feel that there's people that are saying that they don't know each other when they do, and I feel like there's about 3 of them around you, and these people are planning something. There's something going on around you, and you need to just keep your wits about you, honey. Okay. All right. So I hope this helps, honey. Catalina Clark. My first time here. I've been in the rut for a long time, wondering if there are positive changes in the horizon for me soon. I'll answer this for you, but you need to understand that the positive changes are going to come from you. If you sit there like, I sound like a shit, I'm sorry, babe, but you're not gonna get anywhere. Trust me, I've learned that the last 6 months. I'm even looking at getting into work again, like part-time work. Like it's I need to make that step, and so do you. The job's not going to come to me. This positive change isn't going to come to you. Do you know what I mean? Like it's you got to go out and work for it, because if you don't, you're going to miss out on opportunities. I get you're stuck, but you're stuck because you don't know where to go. I don't feel you've got much direction. And I feel that once you get the direction and get told how to get there and you get some help, you're all over it. Absolutely all over it. But people are blocking you. I'm being shown blockages. You're being stopped. I feel like you're being stopped or prevented somehow because people have leverage over you, or someone might have something over you that you are scared to lose maybe, or you don't. Do you know what I mean? So let me know and get yourself out of that situation as much as you can, because these people are not your friends, babe. Okay, I hope this helps. Okay, alrighty. So Taylor, you're live on Facebook. Well, yep, I'm on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, but just not tonight. I can't do both. It does my head in, literally. Should I reconnect with my sister? No. Look, I'm going to sit on the fence with this one, because I don't talk to my sisters, but I wouldn't reconnect with them because I just know it's not going to work and see eye to eye. But I don't want to have my experience affect you. Psychically, I don't feel that it's going to have, you're not going to see eye to eye straight away, and I don't feel like your energies are going to resonate straight away. This is going to be a relationship that has to grow, and there needs to be trust involved for this to happen. I feel like there was a lot of, Mom, she did this, Mom, she did that, like dobbing and like competing when you guys were growing up. Someone has betrayed somebody, and I think it has been you that's been betrayed, because you obviously have cut her off. This is probably, I feel, the 3rd or the 4th time. If it didn't work the 1st or the 2nd, it's not going to work this time. So I really hope this helps, and just be smart about it, please. I really, really encourage you to be smart about it. Okay? You're an awesome person. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I just, yeah, I enjoy what I do. So appreciate that. All right. So where are my people at? We'll jump over to my business page on Facebook. I'll put it on the post here. So psychic medium Brianna. I remember blank. All right. Send. Anybody that needs my page, that's where it is. Okay. So I've got it on my business page and YouTube. So just jump over from YouTube if you'd like. All right. So Catalina, yes, there are people preventing me from getting to where I need to be. I did just make a change from part-time to full-time work, and I'm trying to move things along. Lower your self-expectations, because you're doing the best you can, girl. That's all I can say. You're being way too hard on yourself. to make things happen too soon because of the expectations that you had on yourself or other people have on you. Bruh, I'm nowhere near it where I wanted to be when I was like 16, thinking that I'm nearly 30 now. Like, do you know what I mean? It's life. It's life. It happens, unfortunately. Okay, what have we got here? Amy, yes, I love my brother so much, but yes, I still see him laying there, and it felt to me he had been there for a while. I was pissed off and he was alone and my parents weren't with him. Look, fentanyl is a growing concern. Like, it is a growing concern. I don't get involved with drugs anymore, but I am a recovering ice user. I used to use when I was young and stupid. I'm very much past that point in my life now, but it's given me a hell of a lot of experience when it comes to life. It's given me a hell of a lot of experience when it comes to drugs, and I can educate people when it comes to this sort of thing. And what I do know is that when you mix two things, an upper and a downer, it's going to confuse. Your heart is being told to do different things. Okay, it's a very dangerous thing, and I understand that the coke could have been there as a, he did not mean for this to happen. Do you know what I mean? But the cocaine was obviously to stop him from having this happen. But what I don't feel that he did realize was the fact that keeping himself awake whilst doing this drug was going to give him a heart attack. I feel like his heart stopped, and it was not the falling asleep and not waking up part that he died from, but I feel like it was the heart. Do you know what I mean? And if he's telling me that if he didn't take the both, he likely would have survived. He was scared to die and it killed him. So I'm really sorry if this triggers you. If you feel that you need to talk, please feel free to message me after the show. But it's a very touchy subject. Okay, people that get away from addiction alive are very, very, very lucky. Very lucky. But he's always with you, and you will be together again. Okay, I promise you. All right, so we've got Jessie Cat. Would it be a bakery or a beauty business? The bakery. I feel like that the beauty business, though, is going to get a bit expensive, and I feel that the products that you're going to need to maintain a reputable business is something that you're going to need to work towards. It's not impossible, but if you want both of them to work, then I think that you need to delay one, not have them both at the same time, okay? I hope this helps, babe. I really do. All right, so what do we got here? Sorry, guys, I'm just reading all these comments. There's a lot of them. All right, so will my situation be better? What are you asking me for? I get on the psychic here doing live readings, but that's something you really need to ask yourself, because I don't see anything clear with that right now. You're blocking your own progress that much. I'm not seeing much with this. Okay, it is that much in your hands that you don't understand. Okay, and sweetheart, I'm saying this because I care, and I think that you are suffering because you're not understanding that our own subconscious mind is the reason for our own living hell a lot of the time. If you don't deal with what's going on, you're going to want to not, like, you're just going to want to be a cranky person. I used to be like that. I can relate. Okay, but I didn't get myself into a better situation until I got off my ass and did something about it. When I got off the drugs 8 years ago, I had to get off the drugs to clean myself up. I had to actually do that in order to fix my life, because I was doing things that were not good. Like, everyone's been there, has used, but I feel that you need to get into a better situation by making yourself get up and do it. Okay, and I don't mean to direct the conversation back to me or anything. I'm just trying to show you that, like, I understand. I've been where you are. I can relate 100%. So I hope this helps, on. All right, so hello, could I please have a reading? Sure. Can you give me a specific thing that you'd like read or no? If that'd be great. The baby he's holding is mine, but I don't know if it was a girl or a boy. I think it was a little girl. I really do feel like it was a little girl, but it was almost like, would you guys have been the type of parents to say, for example, you're not really color match, like, so that if you did have a little girl or a little boy, if the pink blanket was left for me to buy my son and that's what he needed, I'll go get it. I'm not really fussed with that sort of stuff. Are you the same? Because I feel that she's actually being held in a blue blanket. I feel she's being held in a blue blanket. So usually I'm being shown the color of the blanket to indicate the sex, but I'm being told that no, it's not a boy, but it does have a blue blanket. I do think that, yeah, little girl. So let me know, but will hubby and I ever buy a house? Yes, but don't do it yet. Wait until things drop a little bit, because you're about to run into Gollum in the swamp like Lord of the Rings with price hikes and everything like that, and people are going to get savage. That's all I'm going to say. So just, it will happen. Be patient. The right place will come at the right time and the right price. Okay, it might not be happening now, but it will happen. Okay. All right. So, Katie, I do know that I'm going to be reading for you in a second. I just need to find your comment. All right. So, however do you feel? Read me, sweetheart. You choose. Okay. All right. So, I'm looking at my tattoo tarot, but I think I'll pull the tarot cards, because I haven't actually had the cards out. So if you guys want tarot card readings or any cards pulled, just let me know, but I'm probably not going to get through to everybody straight away. So I do offer private readings, as I said. So just jump over to my business page and my prices are on there as my services. Katie, first tarot card reading. So it's a special one for you. All right. All right, so the first card I got for you is the World. So you've got a lot of good luck coming for you as well. But the next card that you've got for you is the Tower. So don't get too comfortable with the new changes here that are going to be seeming to be comfortable changes, because it's gonna, something's gonna come into your life that's going to make things crumble. When you're being aligned with your higher self, you're being brought opportunities that are going to make situations cease to exist. Do you know what I mean? I feel like you know what I mean. I feel that this, like, the World needs to happen before the Tower. It's all about purging. That's what I'm hearing, if that makes sense. I feel that you're very trusting as well, and I feel that there's also a possible friend I feel like it's a family member that has been betraying you consistently, and it's been going on now for a couple of years, and I feel that you are just catching on because it's been done very intelligently and very well. You know what I mean? So be on high alert for that. Okay, I hope that helps, but I'll pull another card because that was just my intuition coming in. So you got the Justice card here, which is the next one here, which kind of that kind of coincides with what I just said then, with people not treating you fairly. You've just started to realize it. So that kind of confirms what I just said then, okay? I'll pull another one for you. So Katie's another psychic medium, and I'll be going live with her maybe tomorrow or at some point. Could be random, who knows? I've still got to discuss that with her. But I was helping her use StreamYard today. So, all right, so the star is your final card, girl, and that means hope. Okay, so you might feel like shit for a little bit after it, but I promise you, you're going to see everything in hindsight. 6 months and everything will be very different for you. Okay, hope this helps, though. Okay, so what have we got here? Oh, you've been doing this since you were 10. Oh, awesome. So you've obviously been quite gifted at this for some time. But when I say newbie, like, there's abilities that you've just discovered that you're probably not, like, you're starting to realize, okay, I've got these maybe new abilities. I do feel that you're very gifted in other ways than just being a medium. Okay, I think that you need to experiment with what you feel drawn to do, because I think you're going to surprise yourself. Okay, like, there's this thing that I got told about from a very good friend of mine the other day when I did a reading for her, that our minds and even cells are connected. Like this, if you have 3 buckets of water and you've got one where you're just showing nothing but love to, and then the next one you're turning and ignoring, and then the third one you're abusing it. Do you know what I mean? You're just sending it low vibration. The one that was actually getting love, nothing wrong with it. The one that was getting abused actually had black mold growing from it. Okay. And then I'm not too sure what happened. It was just what I heard in the conversation. I can't quite remember everything that was said. But what the point is that even these cells in water, cells in anything, have antennas to consciousness, man. That is insane. Do you know what I mean? Like, you are still getting these abilities. Like these things are going to start to really take off for you in other ways. You're going to find yourself having more modalities than you actually thought. Okay. I think that you have got things that are really starting to take off in your abilities, and I feel that you do know what they are, but it goes deeper than that. It goes way deeper than that. It could be to do with healing, very, very good healing. Like, I'm talking being able to change components of water kind of healing. Like that, there are healers like that. There are healers like that, believe it or not. So it could be something along the lines of that maybe, but there are things that you're not aware of that you can do yet, girl. And when you do, you'll be taking off. So that'll be good. All right, sorry. I don't read on medical or health, guys. I'm just going through the comments quickly because there are a lot. Jessica, thank you, Bree. You and Leslie will always be in my heart. You guys move me forward. Yeah, look, honestly, like that was, yeah, I loved being on radio and being on the show with her and everything like that. Like it was good, very beautiful opportunity, and we went our separate ways. But I really do hope she's well, and I'm glad that we were able to help you guys as much as that we have. Do you know what I mean? Like it was beautiful time. It was actually I did really enjoy it, and I'm glad that we've been able to help get you out of a bad place. Okay. All right. Sorry. Color wouldn't have mattered for the baby. Okay. Was baby buried with a blue? It's like a very light baby blue blanket. Was she buried with that, or was she sent away to the other side with that? Because that's what I'm getting when I'm connecting with her. Okay. All right. So over here, I don't really like reading on these, but I feel that you probably need to go to IVF because I feel like that there could be medical. As I said, I don't read medical, but I do feel like there's something that's stopping it physically. You don't have high fertility, I feel. So I think that you need assistance, but you will get pregnant. I do feel that you will. Okay, but it just might be a bit harder than normal. But, do everything you can to take even like, ovulation tablets and stuff like that. Like really go out of your way to try and make it happen, and it will. Okay, right here. Yes, I'm suffering due to my husband, and I wish him to love me like he does other late. Oh. Look, if you need to speak to me, like honestly, you can message me. My inbox is open to you, but I can't stand cheaters. I cannot stand cheaters. It breaks my heart to read that, and that is just, I've heard people say, I just want you to love me, and it breaks your heart, man. Like you don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. You need to go and get away from him. Okay, and I feel that even you do, he's still going to be around, so you need to cut him off. Okay, and I know that he's your husband. The loyalty does not overweigh your mental health, sweetie. Okay, the loyalty should not overweigh your mental health. Don't allow loyalty to turn into slavery. That's the one thing I've got to say. All right, so her name would have been Temperance Rose. That's a beautiful name. I love the name Rose. I would love for that to be my middle name. So like that's good choice. Good choice. A beautiful name. Tomorrow, will I overcome my sickness challenges? Please feel free to ask another question because I don't read on medical. I'm sorry. I am a medical intuitive, though. I don't predict what's happening with future illnesses and whatnot, but I can help heal pain. I can help heal, nerve damage, blood circulation, all that kind of stuff. If you do need to book in with me for that, I can't say I'm going to cure you. I won't. I'm pain relief. So if you need that, let me know. All right, so Kimberly, Bree, do you see me getting? I can't read on health, guys. I'm sorry. All right, so Katie, oh, thank you, lovely. You're amazing. I feel like something's definitely coming for sure. I can feel looking forward to collaborating with you. Thank you for helping me earlier. I appreciate you, love and light. No, it was okay. I never usually take my computer into the bathroom to do my makeup, so I was terrified it was going to break. But yeah, no, that's okay. I hope you figured out StreamYard. It's awesome. I love it. All right, sorry. Margaret, I love your reading. I love your reading. Please feel free to share. Oh, thank you. I'll take you up on that offer. Thank you. Yeah, no, feel free to reach out if you'd like to, have a chit chat. That's no dramas. I always love reaching out and talking to people. All right, so Philippa. Hello, beautiful. Do you have anything for me at all, please? Is it your birthday coming up, or did you just get given flowers? Because I feel like someone's apologizing to you very soon about something with a big, beautiful bunch of flowers. They're not roses, but it would be like those, I feel like you know what I'm talking about. You know the ones in the box where it's like maybe one of those small sunflowers with, frangipani, not frangipani, the big, beautiful purple rose, like flowers. It's like, yeah, exotic flowers. That's all I can say for that. But I feel that that's what I'm seeing with you. Not too sure why. And I'm seeing pollen on the table, which could indicate that, yeah, someone's going to either, I can't say anything else other than apologize. So I hope this makes sense, hon. I really do. Romeo Leto, how long do the lives go for? I go as long as I can until I get too tired. So I'll usually, sometimes I go over an hour, sometimes I go 45 minutes. It looks like I'll be going to an hour and probably maybe a little bit over, judging how many comments there are. But yeah. Oh no, we've actually gotten through most of them. I'm proud of us. Woo! How good's that? Will I overcome my challenges and be happy? If you work towards it, yes, but it's not going to happen overnight. You've got to go face your fears. You've got to stop being scared of the unknown. Stop doubting yourself. I know that people may have doubted you a lot when you were younger, and I understand that it's everything that happens to us as kids is going to dictate how we are as adults. Okay, but you can get through this. You can get through this. So please keep trying. Okay, you will be happy. Happiness is up to you. Nobody else. You have to choose to be happy, and people don't understand that they need to take a look at the role that they play in their own suffering. Yeah, because how you take a situation will make it worse or make it better. It's how you approach it and tackle it. So I hope this helps, honey. I really do. Okay, I wasn't buried too. Okay, all right. Did I do enough to help my dad before he passed? Absolutely. You might not feel like you physically did, but he's telling me that you emotionally made his days the best. The best. Do you know what I mean? He knew that you tried. He's like, I know you tried, son. You did everything that I needed. You were always, I knew that at the end of it, I could rely on you the most. Okay. He knew everything that you were doing for him. Okay. Was there like a blanket or a jersey that he was even in when he was in hospital? Was he in hospital? That's what I'm being shown. Him being in hospital with a jersey, like a maroon and white and maroon jersey. And it was something that he loved. And I feel like that it was what he might have passed away in because, but you did so much. Honestly, I wish I could give you a hug. You did so much. All right, please let me know, hon. All right, TT Jade. Hi, hon. Hope you're well. Are there any messages from my past loved ones or spirit guide? I'll pull a couple of cards for you. And I'll see what they say. Because I've got a grandmother coming through for you, but I don't feel she was very close with you, and I feel like she's with somebody that did you wrong in a way, and she's just telling me that you might not want to hear from them, but all he wants to say is sorry. That's all I have to say on that matter. But I will pull a card for you though. But that just came through, okay? So, Justice card. So I feel that I'm not saying that is going to be a court case at all. I'm just saying that usually it does indicate something as little as jury duty, or it could be something to do with something more big. It just depends on what's going on with you. Do you know what I mean? It's not to say there's going to be a court. This also means that things that haven't been balanced and it's been out of whack is going to balance out. Karma is going to get served, and people are actually going to start realizing the truth about things. Okay, I hope that helps, hon. All right, so, whoa. All right, so, sorry guys, I just jumped. Amazing gift. Thank you for sharing, Nicola. Thank you for that, darling. All right, I'll give you a card. The Hermit. Okay, this time of not socializing much for you, I feel like you're really pulled in. You've really started to step away from situations because you've started to trust your abilities a bit. I feel like that you've started to trust your intuition, especially when it comes to people, situations, and lies that you're being told. I feel that you're learning how to read energy, and you're doing all of that by spending time in solitude, recharging. Do you know what I mean? You need to do that a bit more often. Stop doing things for everybody because you don't want to upset anyone. Okay, so I hope this helps. Renee, do you ever answer questions and you're told not to answer because they're not meant to know? No, because then I wouldn't get the message. I just have to be careful with how I word it. So if I'm going to talk about somebody that has passed by a drug overdose or passed by suicide, I have to be very careful with how I say it. but if the messages are there, like my own intuition will stop me if I get something that shouldn't be said. If the client tells me no, I don't want to know about it, I will block the spirit out, and I won't. If they've got someone coming through that they don't want to hear from, I can just tell them to go away, and they will. So, but people need, in order to move on, sometimes to get something off their chest. Understandable, they might not want to hear it, but it's hard. It's a bit of a difficult situation. You've got to really listen to your gut. When it comes to psychic stuff, no, I get what I'm given because that's what is meant to be given. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. All right, so, Bree, do you see us buying a home for my dad and living next to us? No, I feel that that's a beautiful goal, but I don't feel it's going to be exactly that. No, I feel that that's still, go for it, work for it, because you're going to get something similar, maybe not living right next door, but I'm being shown a couple of streets over maybe, but in the same area, just not right next door. Okay, unless the property's getting built. All right, so Kelly Franks, why do I struggle with guides communications? Because you don't trust yourself. You doubt yourself. Look, I do spiritual awakening, mentoring, and psychic development. So if you need me to mentor you and help you privately one-on-one, I can. I'll teach you how to use your intuition, listen to the first thing that comes to your mind, seeing things in your mind, going with that. We have been we have been programmed to ignore that intuition because that's, again, back to the conversation at the start, the connection to God. Okay, the reason you're not getting these things is because you're not trusting yourself. You're thinking too much into it. You got to say the first thing that comes to your mind. All right. If you want me to work with you, I can. All right. Okay. Janelle, I'm currently homeless. Do you see this changing soon? Look, if you put the work in, yes. If you apply the house, yeah, but don't allow the knockbacks to make you depressed to the point where you just give up and stop looking. Okay, because I do feel that you're going to find somewhere to stay as a, just look for somewhere as a couch surfer. Like, just go to someone's couch for just to get off the street for a good night's sleep for now, unless you're already on a couch. But I feel that you need to have a good night's rest. If you're in Australia, are you in Australia? If you are, then there's there's services here that can help you with that. But if you're not, I can't really speak for other countries. But yeah, Melissa. I love watching lives. You're so good at what you do. Thank you for sharing a gift. No worries. Thank you for that beautiful compliment. All right. So, Tanya, Elliot, I have just moved over pages as there was only 3 of us here. Did I miss you? No, you didn't miss me. Well, yeah, you're kind of an hour late, girl. No, it's so good. You can literally just go rewind it. I'll be getting off here when I run out of comments. That does not mean you can start bombarding me with comments and questions because I said that. All right. So, what have we got here? Tamara Lynn Gordy. Do I make my parents happy? Straight out, it's not your job to make your parents happy. And it's not easy because you're not obviously in a situation with your family where they appreciate you as much as they should. But don't make yourself feel that you need to make them happy, girl, because they're your parents. Let's get that straight. Yeah, they are your parents, not the other way around. Okay, that's like they chose to bring you into the world physically, yes. You did choose to incarnate here, yes, but they did choose to keep you in the pregnancy. So that means they chose to bring you into this world. It's their fucking responsibility to make sure that you're taken care of as well. Okay, yes, I feel you get taken. I'm honestly sitting here thinking that if I say yes, you do make them happy, that I'm going to lie to you a little bit because I feel that you get taken advantage of a little bit. I feel that you do enough, but they don't appreciate it. Do you know what I mean? You do enough. They don't appreciate it as much as they should, I feel. Please let me know. Okay. Beverly French, do you see schooling being okay for my son next year? I think he'll enjoy it. I think he might have a bit of a social problem where it comes to not making friends too easily, but that can, he needs friends. Friends just cause problems anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I feel that if he stays out of trouble and stays out of the social situation too much, I think he'll do quite well. Might be a bit of an adjustment at the start, but he'll settle in and he'll get going, I reckon. All right, so sorry guys. Okay, Janelle Napa, yes, I mean nobody's able to help us to have pets and I'll never give them up. I was exactly in your position with my husky, and the only reason why I was living in my car was because I had a pet. I wasn't going to give him up. No way in hell was I going to give him up. I would have rather slept in the car, and I did. Like, I literally used my back seat as the bed, and he'd sleep in the boot, keeping me warm. So I understand what you're saying. If you need, whereabouts are you? Because there are places that do dog sitting. There are places where you can get EPT. Message me afterwards. I can probably hook you up with something. Okay. Can't promise anything, but I'll try. I'll try and point you in the right direction. All right. All right. So your parents are deceased. That would have sounded very insensitive, because that was just totally like, I'm sorry. I did not know they was deceased. I assumed that they were alive, but I do feel that there was still that you weren't able to get as much appreciation when they were alive. Just because I said what I said, it doesn't take back the fact that that could have still been the case when they were here. Okay, they're proud of you. All right, now that I know they're in spirit, I can tell you that what's with the whiteboard at work? Because I feel that they're showing me something to do with the whiteboard at work, and I feel that they're so proud of the work that you're doing, but they're a little bit worried because you're not seeing something that you should be. And that's something that your dad taught you. I feel that your dad taught you this and has spoken to you about it quite a bit. And like that niggling feeling of like, is that them or is it my own guilty conscience? Because I'm, do you know what I'm trying to say? If I'm not making sense, then I'll re-explain. But I apologize for how blunt and rude that might have come across, because I didn't know your parents were deceased, but I don't believe that your parents were exactly appreciative of you when they were around. They are sorry for that, though. Okay, I hope that helps. All right, so I've been here for about half an hour more. I just missed you and Thomas. Yeah. Well, yeah. No. Well, he. Oh, you just missed us. Yeah. So we were actually online like ages ago, a few hours ago. All right. So yes, you were right. Okay. Thank you for that. I felt really bad for like, yeah. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm sorry about that. All right. Sorry. Raising hand, Miss Bree. How's my practical test looking tomorrow morning? I think you just need to chill out. All right. I think that you've worked very, very, very hard. You have worked quite hard. Just back off on the nerves a little bit, because you're going to stuff up if you don't calm it down a little bit. Like if you've got, I'm not one to ever promote smoking, but if you smoke, go have a cigarette or something, bro. You got to calm down a little bit before this test, because the nerves you've got the knowledge and the IQ and the intelligence to ace this. You do, but your nerves and your excitement will probably get in the way a little bit. You've just got to be calm, okay? Calm and clear, and then you'll get the answers. All right. Hope this helps, and good luck. Best of luck. Thanks, Bree. I'm in Queensland. All right. So, are your dogs desexed? Have you got dogs and cats? How many animals have you got? Because if you've got one, that can be worked with. If you've got multiple and you're living in a car, then we might need to have a bit of a chat privately about that. But yeah. All right. So, what have we got here? Please have a reading, Carla. May I please have a reading? Yes, you can. All right, so pull some cards. I only pull about 2 or 3. I'll try and get through everyone, so my readings are very quick, so I do apologize for that. Carla, sweetheart, so you have a group of friends around you that I feel you are quite proud of, but you shouldn't be, because I feel that one's genuine and the other 2 are not. Okay, and that being said, that's gossiping, and that's just bitching. I feel that when you get angry, you lash out at people, and I feel that this is something that you've been trying to avoid. And if I've confirmed what you've been feeling and thinking, then don't go out on a rampage. Like, I know it sounds so good to just be able to go out and smash a few TVs. There's a thing called I don't know if you're in Australia, but there's a thing called Smash, and you can go smash TVs and everything like that. You pay to go do it. I'm just, I feel that does that make sense? I hope it does. There are things that you can do to go and have fun. You need to get off the bandwagon of being perfect for your friends, because your friends are not. I feel that with your friends, you have more fun going out and, as I said, smashing shit up than you would actually go into the movies with them, because you don't feel like your energy resonates. You've ascended. You've started to spiritually grow. Your vibration is not where theirs are anymore, and you're not going to take them with you. This is their journey as well, okay? So I hope this helps. Get used to losing a lot of people, sweet girl, because it's going to happen. This is what it's all about. It's all about finding yourself and returning to the source. Okay, I hope this helps, honey. All right, so I'm here at hour 5. All right, I'm going to do one more. Okay, Janelle, one cat and one bird. Do you have anyone that can watch them? Because, like, if you can find someone to watch them temporarily, you're gonna have to look for this to happen. Okay, there's got to be pet sitting places. Your priority is getting off that fucking street. Okay, even if it's just for a night, for a good night's rest, so that you can figure out what you got to do. Okay, like if you can find a friend that can take the dog and the bird, or if your dog's desexed, then they can actually go to a boarding kennel. Straight up, they can. And if you're on government benefits, then there's ways that you can access emergency funds, which I can help you with afterwards as well. Okay, not the emergency funds for helping you get there, obviously. Like, I've only got about $10 in my wallet. All right, so yes. Last reading. Lisa Houston, can I please have a reading? I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed as of late. Have you seen what's going on up in the planets? There's about to be a huge planetary alignment, and that would have a lot to do with it as well. I was having a lot of intrusive thoughts the other night of really upsetting things that were making me cry for no reason, and it was the full moon. The full moon. I went to bed, woke up the next morning, and I was in a great mood. There's a lot to do with not so much your mental health, but what's going on in the cosmos at the moment that's affecting a lot of people's moods, mentalities, relationships, lives. Do you know what I mean? It's people can go pretty crazy when it comes to this sort of stuff, and I feel like that's what it's all about. So once you start getting that into your mind, and I feel that this intense feeling is going to back off soon, and that's when things are going in the skies are going to start to ease off. Okay. All right. So. Thanks, Bree. Catch you live again. Hopefully I can get early next time you're live. Thank you for joining me, guys. All right, so I have read for a lot of you, most of you, I think. I'm going to head off. If you feel that you need to reach out, please do so. The offer is there. Thanks for staying with me for as long as you have, guys. And yeah, I'll catch you on the flip side. Love you all. Take it easy.